Welcome to upstate New York, Syracuse University, and under the dome today we have a terrific clash in store. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Georgia State Panthers, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the Syracuse Orange. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Georgia State will kick it off to get this game started. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. So Syracuse's offense will have the first possession of the game. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
The play-action fake. Using the quick game. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Syracuse right back at it.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Gets it out fast. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10, and the first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
Got his man in the middle. You want to talk about running behind your pads as he plows his way to the 35. Now on second and short after the first down completion. He's looking to throw. Quick completion on the out. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Cuse. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
The Panthers offense will go to work for the first time today. You know, yards figure to be hard to come by through the air, but some quarterbacks, Jesse, just love to go at the star corner.
Yeah, and this guy's got confidence. He's not afraid to go at anybody, but he better be careful because this cornerback is one of the best in the nation.
One of the best, no doubt. And I think they will trust him on defense to make plays. So you got to make a decision. Is my guy good enough to beat him on the outside? I am fascinated by this matchup.
Able to run it out to the 28 on first down. Now it's 2nd and 7. Looking to scramble. Gets rid of it. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. Might as well stick with him. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. Syracuse has it in the red zone. He wants to throw. He's got it on the run. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Out of the gun, they give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Makes the catch. They will score. Touchdown, Syracuse. A quick strike, just as we expected.
And quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You see,
looking deep down the right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
Georgia State jumps back to the line. Looking to go up top on first down. Escapes trouble. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Let's see what they've got on second down. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. And the pass hits. Picked off. Takes it the other way. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Orange have... What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Going up top on first down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. No huddle here for the offense. They try to pop a run on the draw. Off he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Orange. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job, and that helped lead to the home run.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Northwestern has the lead right now. Feels like they've been on top since the walk with a send-off, but they haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 7 over Wisconsin. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Back to pass, it's Brock. Getting some heat. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. Trying to get behind the defense. And it's incomplete. Going. Some explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Buys a little time with his feet. And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness. Sometimes you're just too open. I know you want to keep the ball away from the other offense, but going for it inside your own 40? On fourth down, going to the air. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own in great field position. Couldn't order better field position for this offense. Looking to move it through the air. He finds his man. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
Fires to the tight end. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Guys, we're at the end of the quarter, and Syracuse has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. Firing to the right, complete. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. Syracuse doing business in the red zone. They'll throw it on first down. Looking for the score. It's incomplete and nearly intercepted in the end zone. You get the ball that close, you cannot put it in harm's way. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Gets it out quickly.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's third and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football over.
They're trying to get to it. And the quarterback knew he was in that pocket too long, but nowhere to go with the ball, and he takes the sack. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. Doesn't have a straight-on shot here. He'll kick it from the left hash and 39 yards out. Field goal is good. And that lead grows even bigger. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Makes a move. He's got an alley. And there he goes. He will score. Touchdown, Panthers. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
To the ground. He's got it again. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. Syracuse right back at it. The inside handoff. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Now from inside the red zone. Had to get rid of it quickly. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Give to the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Cuse. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
Caught behind the line. It's Lawrence. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Offense gets set for second down. They're going to run it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Syracuse. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown for the running back. The offensive line paving holes and continue to feed this man the ball.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Back to throw, it's Brock. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Sends it downfield. It's complete. A huge pickup. The expressway is wide open. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Georgia State. Getting aggressive here and going for 2. Direct snap. He's into the end zone for the 2, and he makes it a 3-possession game. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
38, Georgia State, 15.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play call.
He lost one down the sideline. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
And the ball is intercepted. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives them the ball at the 29-yard line.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it. You can tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Quick pass on the fly motion. Nothing but green ahead. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And you got to get locked into the red zone. A lot of defense coordinators will tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia State. Lining up for the PAT. Bangs it through for an extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, a typical first-rate broadcast so far today from Syracuse. An entertaining first half, and we've got a multi-possession lead to break down thanks to the surgical precision of this offense. Might honestly take more time to talk about what didn't work than what did. The running game, the passing game, gadget plays have worked. Now it's just a matter of finishing the job.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the 3rd quarter.
Down 2 possessions. The coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive, just like they do at the start of the game. They've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here will be huge.
And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Panthers.
I mean, let's go. That's a day's worth of yards right there on one carry. The home run hitter takes the snap, gets the football. He does the rest, shows off the speed, taking it 90-plus yards to the house.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
38, Georgia State, 28.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Things have been clicking along nicely, Jesse, but they have to make sure they keep it up.
Yeah, they got to wake up. It seems like they've been a bit lackadaisical here the last few drives, maybe, as we've seen this lead dwindle a little bit, David. So they need a bit of a spark here to get that mojo back.
Yeah, and you always have the adjustments, and then your opponent adjusts, and now they got to readjust now because this game's getting a little bit tighter than they liked.
He's looking to throw it. Zings it complete to the right. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. From the gun, running back on the move. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to get it through the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Lawrence. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Orange will have to punt. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. hauls it in, looking for space. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll...
And he's running in the open. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. Georgia State jumps back to the line.
How many ways can I get it to my guys who can fly, who are playmakers, and let them make big plays? This is another one you've seen. Catch the football, flip it ahead really quickly, get it to a burner, go in full speed across the formation. He gets the edge, makes the big play.
They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15.
Well, in that down and distance, you're probably expecting him to throw it way down the field to get the first. Instead, they go push pass, and they did catch the defense off guard. And even though that was a big explosive play, David, they still didn't have enough yards to get it.
Well, and catch me off.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers. And here they come, almost all the way back. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms and all the years coaching, everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it. And the momentum has swung to the other side. You got to get it back.
On 2nd down, wants to throw. Quick strike complete. Shakes off the defender. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Touchdown, Orange. And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with a big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops, Palmer, and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score.
Going deep. Pulls it in on the left. He's loose. Touchdown, Georgia State. And the comeback is on. Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
He leaves it with his back. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. Syracuse right back at it. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward. Let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job. Nice execution. First down.
Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. The give out of the gun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Now on second down. Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Nice play design on that one. You make it easy for your quarterback, too, because it's easy to see what's happening right in front of you. Over the middle of the field, you can see where defenders are dropping. You can see where the soft spots are in zone coverage. And just a really nice job by the QB locating his guy and making an accurate throw.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. 29 Philly. 2-9 Philly. He's looking to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Bringing it back. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Georgia State.
How about that play by this defense? The offense trying to salt the game away with the lead. Defense makes the biggest play of the ball game, getting the pick, finding the end zone, and taking the lead late in this ball game.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do now. Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Off play action. Pocket starts to collapse. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And the defense gets loose, bringing the Heat, and down he goes again. Syracuse will be forced to punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk, keep that clock moving, get a few first downs. And if I get a few first downs with that clock moving, I get the W and get out of here.
to the air. It's Brock. Moving away from pressure. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
This quarterback, man, is scary fast. I think sometimes he's too fast. I think on a play like that, sometimes when you're on the run, you just want to sort of settle yourself a little bit, get your feet under you so you can make a more accurate throw.
This is as big a play as we've had in this game. 3rd down and 3. Now on the option. Got a little space. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Well, you wonder how this guy is so dynamic. It's because of his speed. You simply can't coach that. You saw it on that last carry.
Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
The handoff, keep working on that clock. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? And by going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Got enough space. Touchdown, Panthers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Got rid of it just in time. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. He's off to the races. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Cuse. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And that's step 1. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. Now we've got a little game pressure, and we'll see how the offense responds in a 3-point game, Jesse.
I can't wait to see this quarterback and how he's going to be able to handle that pressure, David. How will he respond in this situation?
Man, just know it. Listen, I'm only up by 3 now. If I can make this a 2-score game, I can almost put this away in the 4th quarter.
A first down for the offense. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. I think they'd keep it on the ground here to drain as much time as possible off that clock and hold on to this lead. Handoff to the lone back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Moving past the 25. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Panthers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no different.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.